So let's continue in the word of the Most High. Look at Jeremiah 11, the 11th chapter. Jeremiah, the 11th chapter. And we're going to look at verse 9. Jeremiah. And 9. And the Most High said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words. See? We're not under the law. We don't have to follow the Most High. We're going to do what we want to do, how we want to do it. They are turned back to the iniquities of wickedness, the sins of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words. And they went after other gods to serve them, these religions. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant which I made with their fathers. See? He made a contract. That covenant is a contract. He made a contract with we, the 12 tribes of Israel. We are his chosen people. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar, the 12 tribes of Israel. He made it with us. Only. You say, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Amos 3, 1 and 2. So it says, therefore, verse 11, therefore thus said the Most High, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. You hear what he's saying? So, if you fall into the bag and think you don't have to follow the Most High and he's insignificant in keeping his laws, his rules and regulations, then you fall into exactly what he's saying right here, people. He said, therefore, thus said the Most High, behold, I will bring evil upon them. Why? And he only bring evil upon them that are transgressing against him. That's just. He create evil for those that transgress against him. You don't want to do what he said do? No problem. He said he's going to do this. Therefore, thus said the Most High. You want to continue to keep Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving and 4th of July and all those things, and don't want to follow the Most High's holy days of Passover, Feast of Leavened Bread, Feast of the Ingathering, Feast of Pentecost, and Feast of Blowing of the Trumpets, the Day of Atonement, Feast of the Tabernacles, Hanukkah, or the Feast of Lights, Purim, and the new moons every month. You don't want to follow that? Then hey, say, therefore, thus said the Most High, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. You know? So you don't know how the Most High is going to do it, but he's going to do it because he said he's going to do it. He's not a man that he should lie. He said he's going to do it, he's going to do it. And you see it being happening. It's happening to our people. Listen. And though they shall cry unto me, they're going to cry unto him. When something bad happened to you, start crying to the Most High, oh God, please, please save me, save me. I will not hearken unto them. Say, I will not listen to them. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense. But they shall not save them. at all in the time of their trouble. All your religions that you're involved in. Most High give us no religion. You gonna say, go cry to them gods. You say, but they ain't gonna save you. Whatever you believe in, Christianity and so forth, Islam, Buddha, whatever you believe in. You say, go cry unto them. This is what it says. Then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, wherever we are, as the 12 tribes of Israel, go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense unto. But they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble, you know? So think about all the people that's going to be running up in the church and trying to, wherever they go, once they leave from wherever they're running from, they're going to go right up there and continue to do the same thing that they've been doing. Going into some preacher that's telling them, you ain't got to follow the law of the Most High, you ain't under the law. They'll be praying to him, but the Most High telling you, I'm not going to hear you. This is a time of trouble. This is a time of Jacob's trouble. You better be coming back to him. He said, these are my feast days. This is my Sabbath. This is the Sabbath of the Most High. From evening to evening. Ain't no deviation from this. Ain't but one way. It's not but one way. And he's letting us know the way. Listen. For according to the number of thy cities were thy gods. See that? According to the number of thy cities were thy gods. Now, you can look at it right now. For according to the number of the cities were the religions. Churches all around, everywhere, or every city where we at. O Judah, you so-called Negroes, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem, have ye set up altars to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal, really to Satan, because you ain't dealing with the Most High, you only dealing with Satan. Burning incense to Satan. You believing in following Satan and not the Most High. Listen. And he got to do like Mashiach Abishai when he came to Mashiach Abishai when he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Mashiach Abishai went to the law on him. He couldn't go to the law. He had to go to what David said. Cast yourself down. The angels going to catch you when they put you in their hands. But after Mashiach Abishai kept coming at him with the law, what did he do? He had to leave him for 6 months. Bam. I got to get out of here. You keep getting with that law. You're going to tell me it's not important? That's what the Mashiach was used every time against him. But open your eyes and see. Verse 14. Therefore the Most High said, pray not thou for this people. Hear what he said? Most High said, therefore pray not thou for this people. Neither lift up a cry or prayer for them. That's serious. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. That's deep. That's deep. Go right back to Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and you refused. Say he calling you. Say he refused to follow what he say do. I have stretched out my hand through the men. Tell you the man his hand is his men in Psalms 17 and 14. Men which are the hand of the world. See, I have stretched out my hand. And we men are bringing forth this truth to our people, to enlighten them. It don't matter about to him who it is that gonna hear and forbear, because he just said what he said. 2/3 of our people not gonna hear this. They're not gonna make it. That's part of our family members, our children, uncles, aunts, daddies and mamas, cousins, nieces and nephews. 2/3 of our people not gonna hear this. Let's see how people think, oh, just all I gotta do is call on the name of the Lord, I'll be saved, because that's what religions have taught. Or you get information, you're gonna be saved. No, this is more than information. This is spiritually, you gotta be spiritually endowed with the power that the Most High has endowed us with through His Word, through this Bible. People, listen. Proverbs 1:24, because I called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regardeth. But ye have said at nothing all my counsel. You look at me, I have nothing to do with it. All I'm doing is bringing forth the word of the Most High as the messenger. But ye have said at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I mean, what you think? You think losing everything you have is not reproof? Not being able to have what you had before is not reproof through these hurricanes and earthquakes and no telling what else, tornadoes and lightnings and see, I also will laugh at your calamity. If people looking at it, that's why I say you don't really know the Most High. This is the worst calamity ever in the world. This hurricane get ready to hit Florida. What he said? I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So you can be mocked when your fear cometh. When you be afraid, winds up to 220 miles per hour, peaking like that, unimaginable, and the water 20 feet high, 10 to 20 feet high or higher. One brother said it was 60 feet in Houston. When your fear cometh as desolation, and you see is you destroying everything, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, that hurricane, when the stress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Say, then they gonna call on me, but he said, I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge. You hated to be afraid of the Most High, the fear of the Most High. That hurricane is the Most High. You gonna tell me you ain't afraid of him? Oh yeah, you afraid of him. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. Don't wait till he come to be afraid of him. You better look at what's happening. All of you that don't have the opportunity to participate in the areas where the hurricane is, you better hear the word of the Most High before it be too late. Before it be too late. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, people. Look at Isaiah 29. Let's wait just a moment. Look at Jeremiah 7 before that. And verse 23. Let's look at verse 22. Jeremiah 7:22. We're going to read down from there. It says, for I spake not unto your fathers. Remember, he said our forefathers, Israelites, are following the same ways of the forefathers. He said, for I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing commanded I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people, and walk in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well with unto you. But what happened? But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart, evil mind, and went backwards and not forward. See, when you don't follow the laws that's come out from the Most High, you're a backslider. You're walking backwards and not forward. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, as you see before you right now, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck. Hard-headed Israelites. They did worse than their fathers. See, right now, it's worse than it ever been. They did worse than the forefathers. Because they didn't have the Catholic Church. They didn't have the Baptists and the Jehovah's Witness and the Islam or Seventh-day Adventists, Holiness, Church of God in Christ all your life. They didn't have none of that. Apostolic, they didn't have none of these religions. Show me them religions in the Bible. They didn't have that. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. They won't hear us. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished. The law is the truth. Is perished. They telling you that you're not under the law, or you just gonna follow some of it, but you don't like this part, so you don't deal with that. You gotta deal with the whole thing. You gotta eat the whole roll, and it's cut off from their mouth. See, they don't speak about keeping the laws of the Most High, having faith in the true Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, not some that they done made up. Especially our people think that Caesar Borgia, that white image that they set up in 1492, is the Mashiach Yahweh Shai. That's a lie. Straight lie. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Forever and ever and ever. Look at Isaiah 29:6. This is the Most High. And this is his words. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Most High of hosts, armies, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest like the hurricane, and the flame of devouring fire. A lot of them companies, a lot of places caught on fire from this hurricane. The Most High destroying a whole lot of places. You better believe it. This is real, y'all. That's why it's time to wake up. Don't wait till he come near you, and then all of a sudden now you're going to start to believe and try and fit the prophecy of what we're saying as it is written. Isaiah 28:2. Isaiah 28:2. Because he visited. If you don't think it's him, he gonna let you know it's him. All you that say that's not the Most High, it's Mother Nature, he gonna let you know. Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Most High hath a mighty and strong one. which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm. Excuse me. Isn't this a destroying storm, that hurricane? As a flood, and you know the flood comes with the hurricane, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. See, that's what the Most High is doing. So he say he have a mighty one and strong one. This is our power, y'all. Hallelujah, his holy name. But nobody want to recognize him as they should. Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45. In verse 19. So I have not spoken in secret. So I ain't spoken in secret. In a dark place of the earth. I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain. He say this in secret. He said in vain to seek him. I, the Most High, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. You hear that? So when you see all the things that's going on, the Most High says it's right in his eyes. It's right. Look. Numbers 23 and 19. Numbers 23 and 19. The Most High is not a man. First and foremost, he's a man. He's not a woman. He ain't no man and woman. Most High is not a man that he should lie. Neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Has he said? Have you heard what he said? And shall he not do it? I mean, these words are, some are so many thousands of years back. But he said, hath he said, and shall he not do it? Have he said he's going to do these things? Hurricanes as we see it now? The floods like we see it now? And shall he not do it? The fires, the earthquakes and so forth? You say, have he said, and shall he not do it? Or has he spoken? You hear what he's saying in the word. Write down these scriptures and go over them for yourself. Or has he spoken? And shall he not make it good? Shall he not make his word good from what he's saying? Oh yeah, but see, people don't understand. They want to try and make him be the way you want him to be. But he better be just as it is written. Or you're going to find yourself in a world of trouble. A whole world, a big world of trouble. Not knowing which way to turn. Psalm 46. Psalm 46. And verse 2. Psalm 46 and 2. Psalms 46 and 2. Therefore will not we fear? Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled. You seeing that right now. Though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof, you better fear. Verse 8. Come, behold the works of the Most High. Come and behold the works of the Most High. What desolations he hath made in the earth. You hear that? Come, everyone, behold the works of the Most High. This hurricane is the works of the Most High. These hurricanes, I might say, these earthquakes are the works of the Most High. He said he gonna visit you. Thou shalt be visited of the Most High. In Isaiah 26 and 29 and 6. Come, behold the works of the Most High. Psalms 46 and 8. What desolations he hath made in the earth. That's why it behooves you to repent and inquire on how you can come back to the Most High and learn to keep his laws, statutes, commandments. Have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua before it's too late. Because he's bringing it. And those that have eyes to see better be seeing it. Revelation 16 and 8. Revelation 16 and verse 8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. Hear that? So he's going to bring out, the fourth angel going to bring destruction upon the sun. He's going to use the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. Burn them with fire. And men were scorched with great heat. Like they say, it's really hot, record-breaking heat in a lot of places. And men were scorched with great heat, and blasphemed the name of the Most High, which has power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory. Is that the same thing they're doing right now with these hurricanes? Mother Nature, El Nino, La Nina, little boy, little girl. Mother Nature, Semiramis. You see? Ostereth, Astera, or Osiris, or whatever. Diana, some other entity besides the Most High. When it's the Most High, you better hear what it's saying. And just what they're going to do. And men were scorched with great heat. It's the future. Men going to be scorched with great heat and blaspheme the name of the Most High. They're going to blaspheme the Most High, which has power over these plagues. He has power over the plagues. Instead of crying and repenting to him, they're going to blaspheme the Most High. And he got power over these plagues. And he got power over the plagues that you're seeing right now. And they repented not to give him glory. See, they repented. They ain't say, I'm sorry for acknowledging you as Mother Nature. So when he burned them up with the sun, they still ain't going to repent. You give him glory. He said, you're going to be visited of the Most High. But yet still, you're going to still call upon Mother Nature. Which one of you out there praying to Mother Nature? But any of you that call on Mother Nature, when you see the devastation that's coming, and you that stay behind, and you got to look at, man, your house is destroyed. You can't live in it no more. They say they're going to have to tear them houses down because of mold and, the foundation. They said this wind coming from this next hurricane just going to blow. It just blew houses over. The water, if the wind don't get you, the water going to get you. One way or another, they ain't going to be able to withstand the wind and the water at the same time. But people going to do what they do. What they think they know to do. John 6 and St. John 6, 39. St. John 6 and 39. St. John 6 and 39. And this is the Father's will, which have sent me, Mashiach said, that of all which he have given me, I shall lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. So we're being raised up right now. And at that last day, those that have died by Shalom Mashiach Yahushai, they're going to be raised up too. To be with those that are alive, to meet a Mashiach Yahushai and the Most High, first and foremost, in the end, so shall we ever be with the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushai, those that's going to remain in righteousness. That's promised to us. That's why we got to look at this spiritually for what it is that is written. Verse 44. St. John 6:44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him. See, nobody coming to a Mashiach Yahushai unless the Most High draw him, draw you to a Mashiach Yahushai. And that's the only way you're going to come to him is to know this truth, to start learning this truth. Precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. And I will raise him up at the last day. See? He's going to raise him up at the last day. See? Verse 46. Not that any man have seen the Father, save he which is of the Most High. He hath seen the Father, because ain't nobody seen the Most High. Flesh and blood cannot go before the Most High. Revelation 18:8. Revelation 18:8. Better recognize the Most High. Revelation 18:8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day: death, and mourning, crying, and famine, no food in the stores, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Most High power who judges her. See, let's talk about America. She's going to be burned with fire, because strong is the Most High who judges her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. All these other nations that have lived deliciously and practicing the same wicked practices and philosophies that America's putting down, stumbling. When it comes to the word of the Most High, they're going to be crying when they see the smoke of her burning. Said, oh, alas, that great city Babylon, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Look at Jeremiah 41. Jeremiah 41:2. See, the Most High put the rainbow in the sky to remind himself that he's not going to flood the earth. So what you see in this flooding and all that, this is just something that the Most High is doing, like we just read in the Apocrypha. He's just playing with you, because he told us, look, let me make sure you understand this before you go there. Go to Psalms 147:19-20. All that we see, the devastation that we're seeing, this is what it is. This is what the Most High said. Psalms 147:19-20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. He's showing his word unto the 12 tribes of Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. He have not dealt so with any nation outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. They're not going to be able to bring this truth forth. From the time he said it, from the beginning of Genesis, the first chapter, the first verse, of Revelations, the 22nd verse, the last verse of the Bible. He said, listen, he have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, plural, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. So this is, you have not known the judgments of the Most High yet that he's going to bring on this earth. See, they have not known them. And he's speaking from then to now. But there's going to be a judgment. There's going to be a judgment, as we just read about in Revelation 18, 8 to 10. Many scriptures are telling you the judgment that's going to come down because of the wickedness that's upon the earth and the wickedness that you perpetrate, and not causing the people to come back to righteousness of the Most High. Keep his laws, statutes, commandments. Got your own little laws that you set up. Jeremiah 41 and 2. Then arose Ishmael, the son of Nathaniel, and the 10 men that were with him, and smote Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, with the sword, and slew him, whom the king of Babylon had made governor over the land. Ishmael also slew all the Jews that were with him, even with Gedaliah at Mizpah, and the Chaldeans that were found there, and men of war. See? So Ishmael, which is part of the enemies and the haters of the Most High, gonna have to suffer the punishment also. For what? Killing Israelite men. It came to pass the second day after he had slain Gedaliah, no man knew it, that there came certain from Shechem, from Shiloh, and from Samaria, even 80 men, that's 80 men, having their beards shaven and their clothes rent, and having cut themselves with offerings and incense in their hand to bring them to the house of the Most High. And Ishmael, the son of Nathaniel, went forth from Mizpah to meet them, weeping all along as he went. And it came to pass, as he met them, he said unto them, Come to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam. And it was so, when they came into the midst of the city, that Ishmael, the son of Nathaniel, slew them, and cast them into the midst of the pit, he and the men that were with him. But 10 men were found among them that said unto Ishmael, Slay us not, for we have treasures in the field of wheat and of barley and of oil and of honey. So he forbare and slew them not among their brethren. Now the pit wherein Ishmael had cast all the dead bodies of the men whom he had slain because of Gedaliah, was it which Asa the king had made for fear of Baasha, king of Israel. And Ishmael the son of Nathaniel filled it with them that were slain, filled his pit with all the men he had killed. Then Ishmael carried away captive all the residue of the people that were in Mizpah, even the king's daughters, and all the people that remained in Mizpah, whom Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had committed to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam. And Ishmael, the son of Nathaniel, carried them away captive, and departed to go over to the Ammonites. See, so that's why you look at the people that have done the things that they've done, Ishmael is one of the part of the one of the nations that's named in Psalms the 83rd chapter. They had a part of putting us in captivity, slavery, and bondage. So their fate is Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the faith and patience of the saints. So they're going to catch it too. Along with the Ammonites, Japanese, Chinese, East Indians, Edomites, Hamites, all of them. That's in captivity, and the enemies and haters of the Most High. As nations, got to pay. So when you see them going down, you can't look at, oh, well, it's the Most High. It's written. It's written. You know, they own these stores and so forth, and have our women doing all kind of crazy stuff for credit till they get their money. It's cold. Jeremiah 47:2. Thus said the Most High, Jeremiah 47:2. Behold, waters rise up out of the north. Hear that? Waters rising up out of the north. And shall be an overflowing flood, and shall overflow the land, and all that is therein, the city, and them that dwell therein. Then the men shall cry. You hear what he said? Water from these hurricanes. It's going to rise up like Miami. All it needs is over 3 feet. It's finished. They talking about 10 to 20 feet of water. Thus said the Most High. Behold, waters rise up out of the north. Where we at? North America. And shall be an overflowing flood, and shall overflow the land, and all that is therein, the city, and them that dwell therein. Then the men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall howl. See? Remember he said, hey, you don't seek him before the disasters happen, he gonna laugh at you and mock you when your fear comes. He said that in Proverbs 1:24 down, 25. He said that. That's why you gotta hear what he's saying and adhere to the word of the Most High before it's too late. He's crying out to you. Nahum 1:3. Nahum 1:3. So when you see these things happening, it's already written. Glory to the Most High, because he is the one that's doing what he said he's going to do. Nahum 1:3. The Most High is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Most High has his way where? In the whirlwind and in the storm. And the clouds are the dust of his feet. See, the clouds are the dust of his feet. But he have his way in the whirlwind and the storm. Say, he rebuketh the sea and maketh it dry, and dry up all the rivers. Hear that? Bashan languishes, and Carmel, and the flower of Lebanon languishes. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence. Yeah, because remember, he's a consuming fire. The world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation? Who gonna stand before this hurricane? Category 5. Who can stand before his indignation? And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? Come on. Who can? The man think he can? His fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him. See? That's our power. Amos 9:8. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, are upon the sinful kingdom. See, his eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. America is a sinful kingdom. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. So he going to save someone. He going to save 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. Said the Most High, listen. For lo, I will command, he's going to give an order, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. He's going to sift us from among all nations, because we scattered among all nations. He told us he's going to do that in Deuteronomy 28:64. Like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least, which is 1/3, grain fall upon the earth. See, 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel not going to fall upon the earth. And you know that 2/3 going to fall in the earth and die. That's why he said, look, what did he say next? All the sinners of my people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, shall die by the sword. Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. That's why the Most High create evil for the sinners, for the wicked, for the ones that commit iniquity. But they're going to say, hey, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Ain't nothing you can do to us. But he said, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. He's going to kill you. And why it says, Amos 9 and 8, behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Now look at Leviticus 20 and 13. Let's see if it's right for a man and a woman to marry and so forth, as they do, or be together any kind of way in a sexual act. Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them, the one giving, the one receiving, have committed an abomination. That's a filthy, wicked act, a sin. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. That's the law. Now Romans 1:26. Romans 1:26. First chapter, the 26th verse. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. A man with a man and a woman is a vile affections. For even their women, listen, for even their women did change the natural use, which is a woman to be with a man, into that which is against nature. That's women with women. To prove it, let's continue to read. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, a man being with a woman, burned in their lust, one toward another, men with men, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meet or right. So that deal with the men and the women right here in the New Testament, going with each other. Matter of fact, if your mother went with another woman, you wouldn't be here. If your daddy was with another man, you wouldn't be here. You'll take a man and a woman to create a child. Now some of you say, well, as long as they can do whatever they want to do, and I'm going to be friends with them, I'm going to be hanging out with them, you accept whatever it is that they do, just for you. In verse 32, it's the word of the Most High, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, what he said in Leviticus 20 and 13, because he put to death, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. That's what it says. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. You have pleasure with them that do them, you deserve the same too, it's saying. So he's covering all bases. The Bible covers all bases. Take a look, that's why the Most High going to destroy the sinful kingdom from all the earth, just like he did Sodom and Gomorrah. They were doing the same things. He destroyed 5 cities behind that. He with that. He made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve and Eve and Eva. Come on. You got to repent. Come out of that. Matthew 7:26. Matthew 7:26. Got to change your evil ways. It's not righteous. That's why you're going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. Matthew 7:26. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew. Don't that sound like a hurricane? And beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. Instead of, because they always have the rock as the foundation. The rock is a Mashiach Yahushai, spiritually. But you put that cement down there, that rock, for your foundation. But if you build your house on the sand, you are foolish, man. It says, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it. See? And it came to pass when the Mashiach Shai had entered these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine. For he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes. He taught with power. Ecclesiasticus, the 40th chapter. Ecclesiasticus 40. And verse 10. Ecclesiasticus 40 and 10. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. Remember the Most High killed everybody? But 8 people, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. Those things came because of the wicked. Just like these things going to happen, he said, the eyes of the Most High upon the sinful kingdom, I will destroy from out the face of the earth because of the wicked. That's in this world.